Hello, my name is Akimat. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And normally I talk about topical issues, the news, things going on in our country, Nigeria, relationships, men, women, just things happening things. And this time last week we were celebrating Nigeria is 62. I wrote 2 articles. You can check them out on my website akima.com. I wrote two. One was very long. 62 problems bedeviling Nigeria. I could not even believe that I could get 62. But I was able to itemize, and I'm still thinking about more. There are still so many problems, but I was able to itemize 62 solid problems affecting us in this country. So then people read the article, I shared it on WhatsApp on the 1st of October. The people started asking me for, wait now, Akimat, this should not be problems now. Those who have even one joy in this country, I'm challenging you now to write 62 things we love about this country. So I actually sat down over first and second, and I was able to get 62 things that we love about this country. So Nigeria is not all bad news. There are still some good news here and there. We are still enjoying life. It's not like it was then. I think I should even do some kind of TikTok on my going to markets, what I got last this time of last year, and how much I was able to get with the same amount of money, how little it has gotten. So whatever I got last year, whatever I have now is half of it. So the inflation is crazy, as everybody knows. So, but then, we still I had to dig deep. What is still making us happy in this country? And I was able to itemize 62 things that still makes us happy as Nigerians. It was tough. By the time I got to like number 10, I was exhausted. But people said, you have to write 62. So you can write 62 problems, write 62 things that we love. So you can check out the 2 articles on my website, akima.com. 62 problems that we have as Nigerians, 62 things that we love about Nigeria. And as one of the things that really bothered me is like we are celebrating 62 whole years since independence, and we are doing like, okay, like it is now that Nigeria has been bad. Nigeria has been bad for a very long time. We didn't have peace in the 80s. The 80s was children that were born after the 80s. You may not know. It was the days of SAP. It was the days of SFEM, Structural Adjustment Program. Adjust yourself, austerity. Those were the 80s. Then the 90s, we had the military rule, no democracy, no freedom of speech. So, I don't know. Things are really bad now, yes, but it's always been bad. We never really had good roads then and even now. This Jackpot thing that everybody is running outside the country, there was Jackpot in the 80s. So there was Andrew, don't check out, Nigeria go survive. Those were the 80s. People were checking out then. People checked out in the 90s a lot. I can remember going to Europe in the 90s and people were tripping out. That was the days of MKO and all that. So Nigeria, when I just go back from Europe and it's all almost every day we were welcoming people to the UK from Nigeria with their families. Almost every day somebody else was coming that we know, and I don't know everybody, of course, but just exodus. But it's been happening for a long time. And then, so please, we have a lot to do. The campaigns have started. Now it is the issue of my crowd is larger than your own crowd. Is it obese crowd that is the largest now? Is it the Tinubu crowd? Is it the article? Just make sure you have your PVC and vote your conscience. Have your PVC. Don't tear down anybody that is not voting for Obi. It's not compulsory you have to vote for Obi. If I don't think Obi is, vote your own, I'll vote my own. One vote. Don't tear me down. I was surprised when people just latched on to Silva and she's choosing Tinubu. That's one vote. Go and vote your Obi. So to me, may the best candidates win. If Atiku is the obvious one to you, good luck. If Kwankwaso is still there, I think Omoyele Sowore is there. There are people, so vote your conscience. I will not vote, I will not campaign for anyone. I know who I want to go for. So I'm not here for anybody. Honestly, I don't know who exactly. Who? Out of all of them that I can say, this guy. I can't vouch for anyone. That's there's something in that Aso Rock that seems to even change them once they get there. So we don't even know. So what's your conscience? Your one vote. Make sure you go out. And people that are complaining that they don't have PVC, that they are telling them to go back to their state to get their PVCs, that they are not giving PVCs in Lagos anymore. All those people, take a bus, go back to your. I wish I even done that from day one. I wish I took it from my own village. Go back to your. If you know it is very important to you, you don't have anywhere that you want to go. It's not all of us that want to live outside the country. I came back a month ago, or some weeks back. Is it even up to a month? It's not easy abroad. It is not easy. The help that I have here, the driver that I have here, I don't have all those luxury. I was taking buses. It's not easy there. I see it. So some of us don't want to go. We may end up going eventually if things become so bad. But I'm just telling you that abroad self is not easy. Some people will still go and come back. They were coming back like 7 years ago, 2013, 29 years ago. A lot of the ones that were studying there came back. I can remember that particular year that I had a lot of calls. I just got back. I have my master's now. So abroad is not easy. We're all going. I hope. Just pray to, if it's Nigeria that your glory is, pray to stay in Nigeria. If your glory is abroad, bye-bye. But what I'm trying to say in essence is that there was no time that Nigeria was particularly good. There was no time, it's just that we have a new word for it, Japa. Before it was Andrew was checking out. So Nigeria is still the same to me. It's always been, and God will bless some here, God will bless some abroad. We believe we have higher chances there. It is not easy. If you think you have, they're always talking about skill sets. Your skill set should match what they need there. If you are in IT, or you have one talent that is exceptional, or you can take care, medical field, you can take care, you can be a carer. And I know that they are looking for that a lot. So if you can do all those kind of things, and you can endure any small thing, live small, live in your small house, fine. But then if you know that you can hustle. Nigeria is still good. It's not so bad. I see some people come back and they do better here. I have a friend like that. She was living in Chicago for such a long time. And she always complained. And she came back and she's doing fine. She doesn't want to go anywhere. So support who you want to support. Try to get your PVCs. If it needs you to take a bus, a nice bus to your village and get your PVC, I will do that. In fact, I want to change from the state that I got my own. I want to change it to the village own so that I can know that I can. Election time, I go back to my village and vote. If it's the presidential election, vote in your village. If it's the governorship, vote for your state governor. It has gotten to that now. If you don't have for where you live, I will do that. So, just that we should just keep on keeping on. That is what this video is all about. Keep on keeping on. Don't give up. There's nowhere that you go to, you always be a second-class citizen. There's nowhere that you go to that you'll be, as you are still the black one, the inferior one, this one. There'll still be racism. You have to cope with that. I heard a lot of complaints from Nigerian nurses in the UK, racism, So there's always that issue living abroad. We all want to go, but you feel some kind of, waiting, these people, Oyibo, they will do you some kind of thing. You want to, I beg, I won't go back. Sometimes some people, it's just even the food. Because of the food, they can't cope. Some people, it is the weather. Some people it is the weather. When those bitter winters come, bitter winter, you ask yourself, what am I doing here? Why am I in this abroad? I want to go back home. Let me gather money and go back home. You ask yourself. So, that's all. I just want to tell you that I'm still here. We are still hanging on. We'll vote next year. Pick whoever you want. May the best candidates win. There's a lot of issues. Read my article, please. Akima.com, 62 things. There are too many problems in this country. We need to solve them. Infrastructure, education, healthcare. It is endless. I wrote 62. And if I can sit down again, I can answer 62 problems that we have in this country. Insecure. There are too many things. So, as I said earlier, keep on keeping on. We are still in this country. We'll get there one day, hopefully. It can't be this. It is bad already. It shouldn't get worse than it is right now. So, my advice: keep calm. Be yourself. Be your real, authentic self. Don't look at anybody that is showing up on social media. That their problem be that. Be yourself. You get there. Thank you very much for listening to me. Till I come away next time. Bye bye.